Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Yair Radah. First and foremost, want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah being the name of his beloved Son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. Coming through the Spirit today, it's not gonna be a long video. It's gonna be part 2 of separate from your family and your friends, man. Your wicked family and friends, man. Right? You gotta separate from the people in the world. Can't be hanging around with them, and every time you hang around with them, you find yourself going off. Every time you hang around your best friend in the world, now you find yourself smoking weed. You find yourself lusting. You find yourself doing this, doing that, doing many different things that you shouldn't be doing. Right? Every time you go over your grandma's house or over your mom's house, or let's just say you go over to your brother's house. Every time you go over your brother's house, you end up getting drunk and belligerent, all hell breaking loose, right? And you ain't supposed to be drunk, man. Right, so like I said, it's gonna be a quick video. Just gonna pull a couple of precepts, letting you know, man, that you gotta separate from the from your wicked family and friends, man, that's in the world. Right? You gotta be around godly men, continually be around godly men who know how to keep the commandments, man. Right? So I'm gonna start this off first with Matthew chapter 12 and verse 46, because in the last video it cut off in the middle of that. All right, this is Matthew chapter 12 and verse 46. It says, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother? And who are my brethren? So Yahweh Shah said straight up, he said, look, who is my mother and who is my brethren? Right? Who my real brothers? Let's see what he said. It says, and he stretched forth out his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. So he completely dang near he kind of disowned his family and said, look, man, these are my brothers and my brethren. Let's read on. It says, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. You feel me? So whoever in this truth, man, that's doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, those are who your brothers is. Those are who your sisters is. At the end of the day, right? The people in the world, yeah, you know, you just gotta love them from a distance. Feel me? You can't be over there 24/7. Can't go and make that daily stop over to your cousin's house and he's smoking weed. You shouldn't even want to be in the midst of that. Now, let's get the book of Sirach. Let's get the book of Sirach. Let's get the book of Sirach, chapter 30, 37, and 12. All right, because you want to be continually around godly men at the end of the day, man. You want to be around people. You want to be around people who gonna help you, who gonna build you up. That's gonna tell you when you're going off. This is Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12. It says, but be continually with godly men, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Right? So you want to be around people who know the law, statutes, and commandments. Not who know 6 of the 10 commandments. They're not even trying to get their life together. They just out here with that yellow spirit, man. No, you want to be continually with godly men who know how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. At the end of the day, that's what it come down to. Why? Because they can help you. They can pick you up, man. When you fall, they can pick you up, right? They can rebuke you. Most importantly, man, when you going off. Hey, because you might not know. Sometimes you might be going off, and you might be out of the spirit a little bit. Right? Then your brother come, hey, you know that's off. You shouldn't be doing that. And then you right. Right on, come, the water, right? They gonna let you know when you going off. They gonna help you stay on that path, man. That path of righteousness, man. All right, let's get the book of Ecclesiastes. get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9. We'll start at verse 10. Salakia. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 9. And it reads, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe unto him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Right? So if you in the world, if you hanging around worldly people, and you constantly around worldly people all the time, and you falling, they not gonna know to pick you up. They not gonna know to tell you, hey, look, you know you ain't supposed to be smoking that weed, man. Why you smoking that? You know you ain't supposed to be eating pork. Why you eating that? Hey, man, you know you shouldn't be. Hey, probably need to put the bottle down a little bit, brother. You getting a little out your body a little bit, right? Or you know you shouldn't be, man. You know you shouldn't be, doing that, dibbling, dabbling into that, man. You going off. They not gonna tell you that in the world. Why? Why are they not gonna tell you that in the world? Because they don't even know. They partakers in the same thing. They partakers in the same thing, man. They feet run to mischief. And they know not what they stumble at, man, at the end of the day. So you being around them is not doing nothing but harming you at the end of the day. That's why you want to continually be around godly men. You don't want to be an individual like, and you don't want to be a nigga like. Damn nigga like, man. You around everybody in the world. Right? All them demons just hopping on you. You don't know what's going on. Right? Salakia. Become. Right? So you wanna be around continually around godly men who know how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, who know the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, let's get another one. Let's get the book of Sirach. Let's get the book of Sirach. Chapter, chapter 9 and Salakia. Chapter 9, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 15. It says, let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. And let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glory be in the fear of the Lord. Right? So you want your communication to be Salakia with godly men. Your conversation shouldn't be consistently talking about damn NFL season, man, or the damn NBA. If anytime you get around a brother and all he want to do is talk about stuff that's in the world, his mind bad. His mind bad. You don't want to be around somebody like that, man. You don't want to be around somebody who mind is like fixated on things that's in the world. Every time you see him, hey, you see that game the other night? His mind bad, man. And people in the world, they that's all they do. All they concerned about is the things of this world, man. They're not concerned about this. They're not concerned about the spirit. They're not concerned about where they're going after this or what's coming. They don't know what's coming. If you tell them, man, if you go to them, go to your peoples and tell them, hey, a so-called black man gonna be riding on a spaceship. He gonna open up the atmosphere and he gonna come riding on a spaceship and he gonna kill all white people, so-called white people, all so-called Africans, all so-called Arabs, all so-called damn islanders, all so-called everybody that's not a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. Hey, even some of them gonna get killed. 2/3. If you tell them that, they gonna look at you like you crazy. They gonna ask you what you smoking on, because they want that. So you want your conversation to be, man, with the wise, man. Let me read 16 again. And it says, and let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glory be in the fear of the Lord. And so look, you want to eat and drink with just men. Basically you want your circle to be, man, with godly men at the end of the day. That's what it all comes down to. You want to be constantly surrounded around men of understanding. People who mind not bad, man. People who doing the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities, right? That's what you want to be around at the end of the day. Let's get another one in Sirach. Let's get a Sirach. I believe it's 7. Sirach chapter 7 and Salakia. This is Sirach chapter 7 and verse 16. It says, "Number not thyself among the multitude of sinners, but remember that wrath will not tarry long." Right? So you don't want to number yourself among a multitude of sinners. You should never find yourself in just the midst of sinners, man. You shouldn't be at the club, man. You shouldn't be at the bar. You feel me? You shouldn't be, well, brother, if you look, you don't want to be in the midst of sinners, man. Don't go to that party that's on Saturday. You profaning the hell out the Sabbath day, right? You over there lusting after different women. That's dealing with other men. You feel me? You buying liquor on the Sabbath day, trying to get ready, trying to pregame. You buying weed, trying to pregame before the party. Or you might not do none of that. You might just say, yeah, I'm just gonna go over there and slide through real quick. That's all. Hey, you go in there and all them demons is hopping on you. Now you wondering why you coming home and you feeling some type of way. You wondering why you coming home yelling at your wife. You wondering why you punching holes in the wall, man. You wondering why now you want to smoke a blunt. Cause you filthy, man. You spiritually filthy. Why? Because you in the midst of all those demons, man, and they just hopping on you, having their way with you. All right, so I'm gonna read that again. It says, "Number not thyself among the multitude of sinners, but remember that wrath will not tarry long." Right? Because you don't want to be in the midst of that. It just might be the day. You feel me? It just might be the day where all hell break loose and you caught in the midst of sinners, man. Doing the acts of sinners. It's gonna be a bad day for you. All right, let's get Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Let's get Psalms chapter 1 and verse 1. Let's lock it. Salaki. I think this is what I want. Salakia, Israel. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1 and verse 1. Salakia, Israel. It says, "Blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly." Right? So blessed is the man who's not in the midst of sinners, man, who not walking amongst and dibbling and dabbling in the counsel of the ungodly. Right? It says, "Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth at the seat of the scornful." Right? So you don't want to be that person that's always in the midst of sinners, man. You always dibbling and dabbling with the people of the world, trying to see what they getting into. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that Israelite, man. Why? Because you're going to find yourself going off. It says, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord." You want your delight to be in the law of the Lord. It says, "And in his law doeth he meditate day and night." You want to constantly, always, continually meditate upon these precepts, man. You want to meditate on the scriptures. You want to meditate on the law, man. right? You want to stay in the spirit as much as possible, as much as you can, right? It says, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Right? So you don't want to be in the midst of sinners, man. You don't want to separate yourself from the world. There's no reason why you should be still hanging out with your brother, man. And all he do in the world is smoke weed, get drunk, and go out to damn tinkies, man. Separate, man. All your brother talking about is women. Every time you come around him, he talking about women. You feel me? Every time he come around, you see a blunt in his hand, or every time you see him, he got that blunt rolled up and it's in his ear, or he got a black, man. You don't want to be around somebody like that, man. Why? Cause them demons is gonna hop on you, man. All right, let's get a couple more, and we'll wind down. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Let's go to the book of Matthew, I believe chapter 4. Because you got to be a follower of Yahweh Shah, man, at the end of the day, right? You got to be a follower of the Lord, man. All right, let's see what the disciples did when he came to them and told them to follow him. This is Matthew chapter 4 and verse 18. It says, and Yahushua walking by the sea of Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And he saith unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishermen of men. You feel me? So Yahushua came to them and said, hey, look, man, follow me, and I'm gonna make you fishermen of men. Right, let's see what they did. Right, did they say, all right, man, let me think about it. Let me get some time to think about it. Or all right, let me just smoke. You feel me? I'll stop smoking. In 3 months. In 3 months, I'ma completely stop smoking. Right, or did they say, man, this whole keeping the commandments thing, man. Here, let me just have one more month, one more full month. No, not February, because that don't really count. That don't really count. It ain't a full month. So after March, then I'ma get myself together and I'ma come follow you. I'ma come follow you. Nah, they ain't say that, man. That's wicked. That's wicked as hell. Right? Let's see what they said. It says, and he saith unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishermen of men. And they straightway left their nets and followed him. Straight like that. They ain't asked no questions, right? They ain't asked no questions. They ain't make no dates. They ain't do this. They ain't do that. Nah, they ain't had to think about it. Hey, all right, bet. And they went and followed Yahweh Shah. That's how you got to be in this truth, man. When you coming into this truth, and even if you in this truth right now, hey, you better choose this day, man. Choose this day. You gonna serve Yahweh by Yahweh Shah and lead them people in the world, man, and surround yourself around godly men who know how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and who trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, or you gonna continue dibbling and dabbling in the world. The Lord gonna pluck you out, man. Your flame gonna start flickering. Then guess what? You out of this thing. And guess what? Ain't no coming back. You gonna remain in the congregation of the dead. All right, let's keep reading on. It says, and going from thence, he saw other two brethren, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, in the ship with Zebedee, their father, mending their nets. And he called them, and they immediately left the ship and their father and followed him. Hey, you gonna have to leave your parents, man. It said they immediately. They ain't ask no questions. They ain't say, well, Pops, look, I'm trying out this Israelite thing. I'm gonna have to cut you off, man. Or not cut you off. I'm gonna just have to distance you a little bit. You know. I still come around to that. Nah, man. Hey, they went and followed Yahweh Shah immediately. They asked no questions. They ain't make no appointments. They ain't set no due dates. They went and followed Yahushua immediately, and they left their father. Hey, you gotta leave. Hey, you gotta leave your friend in the world, man, who wicked. You gotta leave your cousin in the world, hey, who wicked, man. That best friend that you had in the world, guess what? He ain't gonna be your best friend no more. Why? Because y'all contrary. Y'all completely contrary from one another. Y'all used to be like this, now y'all like this. Completely contrary. Why? Because you want to keep the commandments. But guess what? He ain't trying to hear that. He think he like, man, you in a phase right now. He ain't trying to hear that, man. Right? So you gotta immediately, straightway, go follow Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. At the end of the day, lead the people in the world. Stop dibbling and dabbling with all these people, or the Lord gonna kill you, man. Straight like that. You're gonna get plucked up, man. You're gonna get plucked up. The Lord called you for a reason. Right? Now, either that reason is he called you to, endure unto the end, or he called you and he brought you in this thing just to destroy you, man. And that's a heavy lot, right? Choose ye this day what you want to do, man. Right? This is gonna be the last precept. All right, let's go to the book of Joshua. Joshua chapter 28, or Salakia 24, Salakia. Tripping. This is the book of Joshua chapter 24 and verse 15. It says, this is the book of Joshua chapter 24 and verse 15. And it reads, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, right? If it seem evil to you to leave your people in the world, man, and you go follow the Lord, then, this thing ain't for you. It ain't for you. Go back. You might as well go back in the world right now. You might as well, burn your fringes, take everything out, go back in the world, man. If you like, dang, man, I can't, man. You telling me I can't go see my brother every day no more? No, you can't go see your brother every day. Love him from a distance, man. He'll be all right. He'll be just fine, man. You see him every now and then, you feel me? But you don't want to constantly be in the midst of sinners, man. Every time you go see him, you find yourself going off. Clearly, that means stop going around them, brother. This is, it says, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve. Right? Who you gonna serve, man? You gonna serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or you gonna love your family and your friends more than you love the Most High, man? It says, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Straight like that, man. You gotta say, I'm gonna serve the Lord, man. I'm gonna serve the Lord. That's what you gotta say to yourself. And you gotta depart, man. Depart from the world. Depart from the wicked ways of this society, man. Depart from all these demons, man. And make your mother, your brother, and your sister, man, the ones that's in this truth, doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? And with that, Shalom.